Well, everyone, I no longer have 50 feet of silk rope.
What?
What a fucking waste.
No.
Thankfully.
Okay, I think I can actually fix the audio.
What was that?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention it, but Jesus Christ.
Who is that?
Stop.
What is that?
Stop.
Okay. Well, I have to fix that. I don't know what that is, but Jesus Christ.
Okay,
I think
ambience
that
is
might
working
be
now. Can you
rhythm.
guys hear that?
I think it's Corey. I'm
Yeah,
No, I don't
is
think
it-
it's Corey. Is it Corey?
Well,
Well,
who
I
can hear it? I can hear
Yeah,
it.
it's Corey. It's Corey.
Yeah, it's Corey.
Corey, can you hear us? Yeah, your mic is fucked, dog. Okay, give him a minute. I'll pause the ambience.
Oh God!
Nope. Those headphones are coming out. Tell me when they're gone. Okay.
There's- How are we supposed to tell you if you don't have your headphones on? There we go.
Okay, now we're actually going.
We actually going, or do you still want the snow up, John?
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's the Christmas special.
Oh, it's the Christmas special,
That's the
right?
Christmas. Yes, Sandra, did you prepare the Santa stat block?
Yeah, well, I'm a Mordred. Right? You guys knew. You guys knew that,
You
right?
didn't get
went
that,
to the
right?
North Pole. That's
The
his
Abyss
workshop.
Watcher is Rudolph?
Go. Okay.
Elwyn is an elf?
because he sees you when you're sleeping. The Abyss
Yeah.
Watcher
He
sees
knows
you
when
when
you're
you're
awake.
sleeping.
Yeah.
He knows if
Yeah.
you've been bad or good, but he'll forgive you anything.
He's very forgiving.
He's very
He'll
forgiving.
dissect you anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So we resume as you guys have all rejoined the ranger party at the destination of your journey. You guys have arrived at the ancient ruin where the Mage Eater now dwells. The ranger party, or like what remains of the army, is encamped on buildings overlooking a steep slope. On these heights, you can see that kind of buildings are spilling down into the lowland below. Some stand mostly erect, others are more just like heaps of scattered and overturned rubble. It's late in the afternoon. The valley is illuminated by the last rays of the falling sun. The last long shadows cast, stretching over gnarled and tangled plant growth. There's a lot of vegetation here. There aren't many trees where the actual ruin is, but around the ruin, like around the mountain, is a giant forest. By giant, I mean the trees are just very big. If you remember, the original plan that Adrian had told you was to try and lure the Mage Eater out of the ruins into the forest. He was going to kite it over. Whether or not that's still the plan, you'd have to ask. And you guys remember you had come into the room where Elwyn's mom, Vesa and Pyotr, is, and there was 3 windows, so that's how you can see out over the ruins. You guys had just TP'd in. All of you guys are there. Adrian and Marcus were just here. They just walked out. You guys want to plan? Do you want to? Before we jump into the action, you guys, there was a lot to process from last time.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure that we have.
I don't know. John
plan.
threw out that he wanted to plan.
I mean, that was just like a general thing to the party. I mean, yeah, what are our next steps? Do we go in and yoink the Mage Eater? Do we set up defenses against Mordred's incoming undead army?
So you want to elaborate on that second one? Is that what's happening?
I mean, he said he wanted to come and rendezvous and help defeat the Mage Eater. We did get rid of his teleporting conduit.
Yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
no, we established that would give us like a week or two. I think
Yeah.
it was 2 weeks, right?
Okay. Well,
Sandro?
She said if you guys did hit it with a bomb, it'd probably take him a week at the minimum to rebuild. It could take up to 2 or 3 weeks at the most, depending on how severe the damage was.
Okay, understood. So if that's the situation, then maybe we should go fucking kill the Mage Eater.
Yeah, probably a good
How
idea.
does that change anything?
I mean, it'd get us the juice instead of him.
The juice, brother. Okay. So
Wait,
you
how
guys-
powerful is the juice?
Oh, it's mega. It turns me into a giant fucking vampire. Ex Neo.
Can you cast like a regular ass spell? So what?
No,
That fucked up? Yeah, I don't trust. I
It
don't,
means like I get infinite spell slots.
that doesn't seem worth dying, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree. I don't think we have to die.
Let's just go home.
You could just retreat, I guess.
We could just retreat. That'd be kind of lame.
That'd be very lame.
What if instead of going on an adventure, we just go back and like live normal lives?
Vesa.
Yeah, Elwyn can just like continue growing up. I can continue being a nobleman. Sven can go I don't know, do whatever. Raven can just give some pastors. Easy peasy. I mean, pastors.
Based. Wait, that's actually based.
Yeah, easy.
Or Pyotr. Okay, well, you're talking to Captain Delta. Okay,
Yeah,
what do you say?
I had asked her what preparations need to be made before we lay siege to the Mage Eater.
I've left it in the hands of Adrian and Marcus. They're devising a battle plan for us right now. I have some matters to look into. Here, would you come with me, Pyotr?
Certainly.
All right. So she looks to Elwyn and she gives you a smile. She says she'll be back in a minute.
Pyotr roll up a new character.
Dissection
John, you wanna,
time.
John, you want to get 46 ready? You do have that, right?
Yeah, I do.
How many limbs do you lose?
Yeah, 1d8. How many limbs do you lose?
That's gonna be a hot 3.
3? Oh, really? Okay. That's pretty good, actually.
It's a bit better than average. So which one do I get to keep?
Yeah, well, you get to choose.
Not that one, John. Not that one. Definitely that one's going first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the left leg.
Left leg you want to keep?
Yeah.
Not an arm?
Nah. I got mage hand.
You can't cast it without hands.
Wait, but can't John do subtle casting?
I can. I don't need to use somatic components.
All right. So, John, she heads out of the room, leading you outside. So you head out the back of the building, and you can see that there is a cliff face, and then it kind of slopes, and it's kind of scattered cliffs and slopes.
And she pushes me off.
She's not gonna fucking push you off, John. Why would she use that method to kill you? She could do so many other things.
Could be kind of cool.
It's a test to see how durable my
Especially because
demon
can't you
body
cast
is.
Featherfall?
No.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm the one with Featherfall.
Only Lake can.
I thought it was you. Never mind.
Okay.
In that case.
In that case, no. So she just leaves you out of earshot of everybody else.
Do we need to dark dealings this or?
We don't have to dark dealings.
Okay.
It's not like really a secret.
Okay.
She in a meta sense, she just wants to be out of earshot.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks over at you, Pyotr. She looks at you. She says, "What are you even doing here? Why did you come here? Did you come here to kill me?"
Well, originally yes, but it seems like circumstances have changed quite a bit, and well, now it seems like I'm actually most useful here.
She just kind of stares at you for a few seconds. Yes, you are most useful. So you intend to stay with the expedition then?
I suppose, yeah. Accent, hello. Yes, I suppose.
You can see she then begins to kind of chuckle to herself a little bit as she just shakes his head and says, "All right then. Well then, I suppose then we don't have anything else to talk about. If you truly are still committed to the cause."
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you guys can head back.
Okay.
Assuming Pyotr is chill.
All right. Has Aura calmed down? That is her name, right? I'm not.
Yes. She
Okay,
was
cool.
just a little flustered. She's not like uncalm. She took a little.
I don't know.
bit of-
She was
okay.
rather uncalm.
She was a little
last-
bit uncalm. I suppose when you guys were running away from Morcha, she was a little bit uncalm.
I think that guy is fucking dead.
Who was that?
Who was that guy? Where the fuck am I? What's happening?
Who's Ajax?
First time.
Yeah, that's a real first time moment.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully, the coffee has had a soothing impression
Yeah.
on her.
She
And
had
I'm going to
some-
again try to ask her, "Who are you? Why were you in that weird castle? Do you know who you are? Why you were around the continents?
Yeah. So
What is your
she
directive?"
she takes another sip from her coffee.
Memory juice.
Yeah, memory juice. I don't know exactly. I was here before. You can see she looks. She kind of goes over to the window and she's looking out at the ruins. I was here before. I don't remember why. In these ruins before I was. I mean, and then I had gone west. looking for something.
To the west is apparently the Tower of Ascension. That's where Mordred, the person who captured you, was attempting to go.
Yes. I don't know if that's what I was looking for. Who is this Mordred who captured me? Do you know why he captured me?
So I'm going to point to Elwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Her grandfather? Not biological, but technically.
Yeah, you mentioned you're adopted.
Yes. Yeah, she's an elf. I don't think you know what elves are. They're just they're just a sentient species, nothing too significant.
I see.
Wow, cool. Thank you.
Way
As
to
I
throw
sip
them
my
under the
coffee.
bus.
Well, I mean, they're not anything more special than like a human. No offense, Elwyn. But
Offense
I mean-
taken, but go on.
I mean, unless you'd like to prove me wrong, there's no sort of like super intelligence there. You can survive on this continent without any sort of like I hold up the weird. Powder?
Medicine.
Yeah,
What's
that's the one. We have to take it to not die on
Well,
the island.
most
on
of
this
us.
continent. Most of us. Those two, and I point to Pyotr and Elwyn, don't. I don't know if you have to.
What do you mean you say we have to take it wise? Well, what is it?
Vesa?
What happens if you don't take it?
Vesa?
John and Pyotr and Vesa are still
okay,
in the other
gotcha,
room.
gotcha.
So yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I know Lake remembers. I don't. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, so you have to take it because coming from the continent, from somewhere on the continent, is some kind of toxin or some kind of curse.
Yeah, I know, but like what happens when you die?
Yeah, so depending on how far in you are, the progression can vary. You'll just get sick if you like where you guys are. You'd probably get sick after like a week or two of not taking it. You get headaches. You'd start to feel nauseous, stuff like that. If you went long enough without taking it, you would start to experience symptoms like neurological dysfunctions, like mild paralysis. Eventually, what usually kills you is your heart or your lung stops. You can have memory problems, mild insanity, stuff like that.
Memory problems, huh?
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, I tell her that, and I say, maybe you want to put some of this in your coffee.
Can I have some of that? Yeah.
Does it retroactively cure it or no?
No.
No. But do you stop from getting worse?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And Mordred captured me. You said he's your grandfather, but I don't understand why did he capture me?
He's
Why was I
fucking crazy, dude?
What kind of answer is that?
sorry, no,
Fucking
I
cat.
didn't know it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. No. What Lake would say is something more of he's some kind of incredibly powerful but rather insane mage.
Like Ajax.
He's trying to. Who's Ajax?
Do you know who Ajax is?
What does he have to do with this? He's not.
I'm not here.
Also,
I'm
you're not here.
I'm not
You're
here.
not. You're not fucking here, John.
You bastard. He tried to do some experiments on Bridget here. We managed to get out. That's when we freed you, because we heard there's another prisoner. I have no idea, like, what his deal is, other than he wants to get to the Tower of Ascension, and that's his like main goal.
I don't know. Things just don't add up. How did I get? I must have come here on a boat then.
You could have been teleported.
I suppose I could have been. From where though? Where exactly? Who is? Oh my god.
Anywhere. A lot of crazy shit. Do you know any of those two, by the way?
Any of who? Who are you pointing at?
Well, I motioned to where the ranger captains went off to.
Yeah, that was
Captain
going-
Adrian said he was from faraway land of somewhere.
Yeah, that was about what I was about to ask. He definitely looks familiar. He just walked away.
Yeah, they said they're planning a thing.
Also, do
So
any of
take
us
the
know
major.
Adrian's last name?
No, not in character. No, you don't.
Yeah, we know who
Incredible.
Adrian is.
Yeah, I know
We
we.
know-
I know we,
know who
do,
Adrian
but
is.
we don't.
Yeah, we
Yeah, your characters
know
don't
who
have any
Adrian is
idea
at
who
all.
this is.
So we gotta act like, we got no clue.
He just walked away.
Yeah, they're planning stuff. We need
I
to
didn't-
figure out a plan of attack to kill that mage eater.
I don't know the etiquette of your lands. He's your commander or something. Is it appropriate for me to just go talk to him?
Sure,
I'm down
do
to
it.
go talk to
I don't
them.
care.
I don't think there's any issue with that. If you haven't noticed, The chain of command is fallen a little bit. We're sitting under some rocks right now. I have a few words I'd like to exchange with them as well, so I can accompany you.
She goes back to the window one last time, and she's looking down at the ruins. Yeah, we should go talk to him.
All right.
Svend, does your religion say anything about the Sea of Tranquility? I know it's all about Tamel and the landskip and crossing. It seems like it's starting to relate more and more to the world we see around us.
Yeah, you think that?
Yes.
It's an interesting interpretation.
So no.
No.
Oh.
This is all strange magic shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck I am.
None of this is related to him.
I don't even really know what the fuck you are.
Well,
So,
I appear to
no.
be a human soul in a body of demons.
Yes, that's so interesting. Alright, I gotta go talk to this person. See you later.
Svend, you could show your brothers in arms a little bit of respect, you know. You don't have to be a sarcastic asshole to everyone.
Well, the way I see it, you idiots deciding to go that
The way I
fucking
see it,
mountain
yes,
base
I do.
almost got us killed. I don't understand what respect I should show to you.
You came along as well. You swore yourself to like a necromancy pact.
What are you
What do
talking
you
about?
mean?
What do you mean?
Listen,
As
the
far
reason
as I
came
know, he's
along-
part of the Crimson Guard, right?
Oh, I
the
guess you
reason
could
I
describe
came
that as a
along is
necromancy
because
pact.
without you guys, I likely would have died in those fucking woods. So, and I didn't really have another choice, right?
Look, we're all along for the ride. We've all ended up in a situation that's clearly
Quite some
subpar.
variety
Maybe we
around.
should try to
That's
act
an
like
understatement.
compatriots and not be at each other's throats and insult each other. How does that sound?
Superman roller coaster.
I'll act like your brother when you earn the title, Lake. And I walk away. Oh shit!
Oh, okay. I dig that.
Lake hasn't proved himself in battle yet.
Incredible, that's fair.
I killed the fucking wolf.
Yeah,
Speaking
Svend wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't there.
It's been
Oh,
nearly
well.
4 sessions without the combat. Is everything alright?
Alright,
Things are coming down.
I need 30k XP to level up.
30K.
30k!
So you guys are going. We're coming back to Elwyn though, as Vesa comes back in the room, and she comes over to your character Morgan, and she comes up beside you, and she looks at you again, and she kind of gives you a smile. She almost seems almost a little bit awkward. Are you okay?
Am I okay? Physically, yes. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I figured you might. Shall we begin then? What is it? I don't even know where to start. I'd hoped we could talk when we made it back from the expedition, but evidently circumstances have conspired against us. Where do you want to start?
Everything? Is that a good answer?
Start with everything.
Just start talking.
Who is Mordred? Why
Is Mordred.
is he the way he is? I
How?
I
is
need our
Mordred?
history in
Is he okay?
general.
Does he need anything? Give him a grilled cheese.
Clearly I've
Get
been
him
out of the
some
loop
coffee.
for some time.
Well,
When is Mordred? Is that now? Sorry, continue.
when is Mordred? Who is Mordred? How is Mordred? Everybody asks what is Mordred, but nobody asks how.
How?
How is Mordred?
No one cares.
No
We
one
did
cares.
actually ask how Mordred was multiple times.
Okay.
He just was weird.
Yeah, it's a joke.
We learned how Mordred was. He is forgiving.
He's very forgiving.
He's a very forgiving guy.
Mordred the Third is my father, as I'm sure you know. Although, as I began to explain a moment ago, he's not the only one under that helmet. I don't exactly know what it's like when they merge minds like that, but under that helmet is not only my father, but my father's father, and all the generations going back to Mordred the First.
How far back is that?
10 generations. He was the
boy.
10th sorcerer in our line.
Mordred the Third was so cool. Why didn't they make a Mordred the Fourth?
That's a good question. He wants one. He wants one.
Ooh.
He just wants a son.
Continue. I'll be right back.
You asked where did he come from. Mordred the First was, well, he wasn't a sorcerer because there weren't any sorcerers back then. He lived in Galiad, in the capital. He was an attendant of the then Queen Sophia. He entered the Emperor's service after the island was, well, not conquered, but the island joined the Empire. How much did he tell you about his past?
Barely anything.
Barely anything. He was a part of the Emperor's fateful expedition, the expedition of the 100,000. Are you familiar? No. Where do I even start? When the Emperor marched with 100,000 troops, well, it's not public knowledge, but I can infer that he was looking for the tower. That's where he was trying to go. He thought he could make it with enough strength. Our ancestor, Mordred, he left the expedition early. That's why he was one of the only survivors. After they recovered from deep underground, the Soul Piercer, and she motions to the artifact that she's wearing on her right hand. The Soul Piercer, these that I'm now wearing, and the scrolls that I believe you mentioned to her did you mention to her the scrolls, John?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you mentioned her, and the scrolls that your friend Pyotr mentioned. Those were the 3 items that he recovered from that expedition, and he came back to the capital. After the Emperor made it back, Mordred became one of the first mages in his service, and then he was appointed to be the first Lord Captain of the Rangers.
Where do we fit in all this?
Where we fit in is after realizing that he could use the Soul Piercer to merge minds together in a sort of collective consciousness, he realized that, well, you see, the fundamental limitation of acquiring magical power is the limitation of a single human lifespan. A sorcerer can only become so powerful over a single generation. Every generation, our family has gained more and more power over sorcery, and he's hoping to bring that all together. Do you understand? In D&D terms, think about it this way: the level 20 is the level cap. How do you overcome the level cap? You just keep making new PCs. So Mordred's repping a lot of
Mordred the
sheets.
Second was a level 20 monk.
Yeah, so he's basically like fucking. He's busting the level cap wide open. Yeah. So, if he is able to get his hands on you again, or me, I suppose, that we'd be joining him under that helmet there in his immortal life.
So what are we supposed to do with him? Are we supposed to try to kill him, or just forget he exists?
For Vesa. Oh, well, too late.
I'm going to try and kill him when the expedition's over, assuming we can make it back and assuming I don't die. He's an enemy of the Rangers, and I cannot allow him to survive. I thought we had destroyed him before, but evidently we were wrong. You don't have to. You can just go live your life. I'm not going to make you join us or anything, if that's what you're asking.
If it's my choice, I'd rather join you, but he just seems a little much for us to take on currently.
Currently, indeed. I'm going to need a full report once we get back about the details of his base. I don't know how he managed to construct this base in secret. He must have been working on it ever since the first Mordred for nearly 300 years. He's managed to keep it a secret as far as I can tell. I don't know of any records that mention this base in the snow. I don't know. I don't even know exactly where he took you.
Sandro, while I'm marching to Adrian, can I just be like, oh, I forgot I wanted to ask something, and turn around and start heading back?
Sure, John. That seems like in character for Pyotr, I guess. So you head back, and in the room, kind of by the window, you can see that Elwyn and Captain Delza are talking. So you head back in?
Yeah, so I like start walking, and I notice they're talking, and I kind of like, oh, and then I like knock on the nearest wall.
Yeah, so, and during that kind of lull in the conversation as they were talking, you knock.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Pyotr?
I just forgot. I had a couple more questions for you. If you are busy, we can talk later. I just wanted to,
She looks at Elwyn. Like, do you want to keep talking, or do you want to let Pyotr come in?
I mean, I have questions about him, just like how he came to be, but if he has questions, he can go ahead.
She kind of nods and,
all right,
come the fuck over here.
Do you know where Emmanuel and Penelope have gone?
No, I don't know what happened to any of the other participants in the experiment.
Oh, I see.
I didn't try and track any of them down.
I see. It is a shame. Why can't I do my accent today, dude? It's killing me.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
It is a shame.
Pyotr Shet.
It's nice.
It is a shame. I was counting on you, at least keeping track of some of the other participants.
Why would you want that?
Well, I mean...
No, wait a second. Wait a second.
It seems like if we had more people who could make use of the Mage Eater blood, then well, it would be easier to have a successful mission.
Indeed, although it would surprise me if any of them are still alive.
Why would that be surprising?
You were the most successful of any of the test subjects. The others, the sorcery was not careful enough. The work was insufficient. Their bodies may have just fallen apart, or their soul's been rejected.
Well, yes, about that. What happens when a soul is rejected, and
I have no idea.
How likely is this going to happen to me?
I have no idea.
Incredible.
No, what I did. It's what I did had never been done before.
I don't think this experiment passes the ethics board, Sandro.
No, it fucking does not.
And what was it that allowed you to come up with this procedure that Mordred cannot figure out?
I had been engaged in careful research of the elves, and they have a technique called vampirism, which I had been studying. It's possible if I'm able. I've never actually met any of the elven vampires.
Corey?
Corey's gone.
What? No, I'm Slayer. Just had to do.
Oh, okay. The webcam was just.
Yeah.
I just spin off.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, John.
I was just gonna. They're elven vampires.
Indeed, vampirism is a technique they called the old ways. Some of them are chosen to become vampires and are called the rememberers. I don't know what it is that they're remembering, but they become not. Vampires and demons don't work the same way that mages work, but that's unimportant. What is it? What I should say is that if I'm able to find a vampire and actually talk to one, perhaps I could learn more about what might happen to you. But until that day, there's not much I can tell you.
I see.
The gang goes on vampire hunting.
Yeah, the to-do list gets rewritten. I'll be working on that. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. But I mean,
okay, John, you may want to ask like what now? Like, is she gonna try to take you back? Like, are they just like peaceful? Like, are you just gonna live in mutually assured destruction again and again?
I suppose I should ask. Like,
you should figure out: is she going to try to kill you?
Yeah. After we successfully complete the mission and I serve my purpose as a vessel for the Mage Eater blood, what happens after?
Well, if I was 20 years younger, I would have killed you and tried to reclaim what I could from your body, but I'm not going to do anything like that. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to make you join us or be a vessel like I had intended. If you want my advice, I can acquire land for you. You should go live out your days in peace. Forget all about this.
Boggers.
Fuck you.
I see. Well, I mean that That's very kind of you. You certainly have changed
Is it
your
kind?
ways. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
She just kind of sparked it. She said, "Is it really kind?"
Well, compared to what you would have done 20 years ago or your ancestor. But yes, I imagine after this I would like to retire with Lake on House Taslim.
Oh, no, Lake's gone. She was about to ask something like that. Okay, Lake's gone. Yeah,
All right.
that would be wise.
And Elwyn, did you say you had questions about me?
Yeah, first of all, I didn't know there were more participants.
Oh yeah,
as you put it.
There were like 20 to 30. At least in the subblock I was in.
Okay, they willingly participate?
Oh no, not at all. I was kidnapped away from my village.
So, I'm turning to Vesa now. Like, you kidnapped 30 people?
Almost all of them were orphans with nowhere else to go.
Still, though, so was I, but I didn't get experimented on.
Almost all of them.
Well, that's not entirely true.
I wasn't an orphan.
She said almost, yeah.
Yeah,
John was.
I know. Orphans don't take to demon souls that well.
Yeah. Failed experiment.
You
Were you gonna say
didn't
something?
do experiments on me, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Should
Sorry,
I
it's
go
all I
grab
have to
Raven
take
and get a
in.
zone of truth going here?
Was that a real? Did you say that in character?
No, it was a joke.
Okay.
Why not? Why didn't you just... I don't know, adopt them all?
What? I didn't
I
adopt.
don't know.
I didn't adopt them all because I didn't expect many of them to survive.
Still, it seems...
I'm not going to defend my actions. If that's what you're asking. There is no defense possible.
And why did you do it? Just to see if you could?
Because I wanted to climb the tower. Same as my father.
Why does everyone want to climb this tower? What's at the top of the tower?
That's a good
I didn't
question.
even know what it was until yesterday.
Listen, Vesa, I can appreciate the quest for knowledge. Whatever is at the top of this tower, unless you know, it doesn't seem like it's worth killing all these people.
I don't know what's at the top of the tower, but my father always said that one day he would be a god.
Neat.
When
I
I
only
reach
know
the top
one
of the
person
tower,
that would
first
kill
gets to
this
be the
many
next
people
DM.
for lore, and that would be Theo Stonewall, but that's neither here
Yeah.
nor there. Theo, open the gates.
Open the gates.
Open the gates. Yeah. Are you satisfied with that answer, Morgan, or is Elwyn going to keep asking?
Ugh, I mean, I don't know what else there is to ask.
Yeah, I feel like really it's just a repeated "What the fuck, man." I mean, you could ask like why she decided to change, why she's regretting.
That'd be a good question, yeah.
Yeah, what changed? Why aren't you still doing that?
Oh, I am. I'm not going to defend it. It's indefensible, but I'm still doing it.
It's a good time.
It's real fun.
You ready for round 2, Pyotr? Okay. Oh wait. Okay, the real answer, yeah. She just kind of sighs. She looks at you and she just shrugs. I don't know. Wasn't worth it.
Only wasn't worth it anymore?
The music really helps you.
Yeah.
What, is it because you got one successful result? Who, by the way, is not super happy with being a vampire, I'll have you know.
Speaking of it's pretty neat, but
I don't even know if Pyotr is capable of serving. I don't even know if the experiment was fully successful in Pyotr's case, but I'm not going to try it again.
Ask if she did other experiments.
Yeah. I'm still concerned as to why she stopped. If she wasn't successful.
Well,
What
ask
do you
her if she tried to climb the tower.
Yeah.
She said she was going to.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
did you climb the tower in other ways?
Ask her what's up with the sea.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What did you actually say in character? What?
In character, how's that? Like, did you try to climb the tower in other ways then, with other shady experiments?
No, the only other experiments I performed have been on myself.
That's still kind of shady. I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
I mean, that's kind of fine.
That's kind
right?
of based.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
I mean, if it's a choice between that and like capturing orphans, then.
I mean, yeah, but doesn't she also hold like power over?
Yeah, but
some
who
sort of
cares?
governmental power? Like,
Listen, if the
what if she
president of the
just
United
died with
States
no
came out
air?
and said that he turned himself into a vampire,
Well, you
that'd
have
be
siblings. There are heirs to
based.
the estate.
I know, but I don't know how long she's been doing
Vampire.
this.
I've extended
That's
my
true.
term limit until infinity. Ad infinitum.
What are you talking about, John?
I said if the president of the United States came out tomorrow and said he turned himself into a vampire, I think that'd be pretty based. 100 years, Joe Biden.
You think he hasn't already?
You all thought I was gonna die.
Okay, so she said no, and that she had been only done experiments on herself. After defeating our father, I had intended to just try more mundane strategies, not involving anyone else. I figured I would, after killing so many people in those experiments to try and gain the power to climb the tower and leading so many men to their deaths on pointless expeditions, I figured I would just try and climb the tower alone, probably die in the attempt.
Were you ever going to tell me that? Or were you just gonna disappear one day?
I had intended. I'm not going to leave until all of you have come of age.
Even get it made.
So, in all of your experimentation and venturing to the tower, what is the journey like? Mordred only described it up until the sea.
Yes, well, I didn't realize he had gotten so far. The last stretch before the Sea of Tranquility is what lies beyond the Frostlands. Agathon called it the seaport of the unreturned. I don't know what it looks like, and I don't know if the Sea of Tranquility is a sea in a literal or a metaphorical sense. Mordred always told me that anyone attempting to cross the sea would suffer from the unmaking. Okay, so you guys again, you head into this circular room, and on the table, being illuminated by the sun through the holes in the ceiling, they've thrown a bunch of maps and diagrams out, and you can see that Adrian and Marcus are poring over them, and they're talking amongst themselves. You guys just sort of barge in.
So I'm gonna try to be respectful. I'm gonna. Be
I say barge because you just sort of walk in. They don't even really acknowledge you when you come in. They're very deeply absorbed in what they're doing.
I'm gonna walk up to the table and see what's going on.
Yeah, so you can see they have a few different maps. They have like one actual real map of like the entire continent that they've just got up. Then so they have that up. Then you can see they have what look like a bunch of sketches and stuff of the area surrounding you, and you can see that they're talking about the position of elven troops when you come up to the table with them, Eric, and talking about locations where the various spotters from the Rangers army have spotted monsters gathering. You guys are basically totally surrounded.
Good to know. Can I make an intelligence check to try to like say something intelligent?
Sure.
Awesome. That's an 18.
So Eric, you notice that they're talking about a position in the forest nearby where some elves, they think some elves are hiding out in the trees there. And as you just kind of walk up to the table, you mention about how they're actually not taking into account like the slope of the terrain there, which would actually, cause like the terrain is much more sloped than they're giving it credit for, which would cause difficulties, if you're trying to maneuver on horseback in the area.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
That their map implies that it's much flatter than it actually is. So you just fucking rock up and say that. Adrian doesn't say anything, but Marcus looks over the. He stops talking to Adrian. He looks over to you. Oh, and I see we should give the planning to you then, huh?
No, absolutely not. You're probably more qualified than I am, but you're clearly forgetting something.
Why did you come over here? What do you need?
Well, firstly, I wanted to know the plan. I wanted some assurance we weren't just walking into a depth trap. And I also had a few personal questions whenever you have the time.
Personal questions for me?
Both of you.
He looks over at Adrian and he looks back at you and he shrugs. We'll tell you the plan when the plan's ready. He looks over at Adrian. Do you have time for personal questions? Adrian looks back at you. Like, what sort of personal questions did you have in mind?
I point to the...
To Ara? Who's looking pretty... Oh.
I point to the bird.
The what?
The book?
Yeah, no, the bird symbol.
Oh, on the spell book, yeah?
On his jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen that in dreams. The reason I came on this expedition.
What do you mean see in dreams? You don't dream in every...
What is happening here? What is happening here?
I haven't told many people. Only
Evidently.
Pyotr in the other room knows. The reason I came on this expedition, before anybody told me what it was, I saw the city. Exactly this. In a dream. And I saw you, and I point to Marcus, sitting on the edge with your book, with that symbol looking over.
The bird is a symbol of the government of my homeland. The spell book is from the Union.
Sorry, I misheard. The spell book is what?
It's from the Union.
Oh shit! That's the continent where Adrian's from.
Yeah, he said the bird is a symbol of their government.
Run by.
Sorry, and is Marcus? Marcus is not a foreigner, right?
No, he's not. At least not to your knowledge. He has an unremarkable backstory, at least that you know of.
So I know Adrian's a foreigner then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
so
from there.
he's saying that the book is from his homeland across the sea.
So why do you have it?
Marcus, he looks back and he says, I found it here a few months ago.
Did you pick it up a dead corpse? Like, what are you talking about?
No,
I forgot you're here.
I found it in one of the tunnels underground. It was just on the ground.
Okay.
And that's all you know.
That's all I know. I had assumed that there must have been a mage hereabouts. I thought as soon as we rendezvoused, I thought it must have belonged to Ajax, but I'm not so sure.
Okay, I then step back and then I step back and motion to Ara for her to kind of take the ground. Have fun with NPC v NPC, Sandro.
Incredible.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why'd you guys have to do this?
You've done this to yourself.
She was gonna come talk to him alone. You guys were the ones who wanted to tag along.
You're right.
Yeah, you guys have done this. Oh, what is John doing?
I'm back. Chill.
We're chilling. So she looks a bit sheepish and she kind of shrugs. And she's looking like right at Adrian. Do I know you? I feel like I've seen you before. Your face is very familiar to me. We've met before.
Big sibling energy.
Yeah. Adrian just gives her a completely blank look. No, I've never met you before. I think you're mistaken.
What the fuck?
Why is this asshole denying
What the fuck is happening?
Why is this guy such an asshat to his sister?
What's happening? Why? Why?
Yeah, all right, Adrian. If you stop being a fucking asshat, okay?
Why do you think he's being an
asshat? We're short on time. Evidently, you've seen her before. It wouldn't make any sense if you haven't.
No, I've never met her before, but it is possible that you know me. I was High Lord of a city called Lothric and commander of various armies.
That's likely. True. That is true.
It's likely that you've seen me before, but no, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here. Sorry, we're a
little. In this? Has she not been born yet?
Side note for Veronica and Morgan. So what's happening here is they know in a meta sense that these two people know each other. Yeah. That Adrian is Ara's brother. So that's why everybody's freaking out. That why he's just saying, no, I have no idea. I don't even know who you are.
I don't even.
How fuck did you beat me to it?
What is this Lothric place? And is it in the Union? Like, what is this place?
That was the city you guys were at. That was. Remember the Colosseum fight?
No, I'm asking Adrian.
He's asking in character.
In character.
Yeah.
Lothric is the city I was born in, one of the great cities of the Union. Yes.
Why'd you leave the Union if you were a High Lord?
Because my country was destroyed and its government scattered.
What?
Is that so?
What?
Yeah, you want to explain how that happened, bud?
Pardon?
I'm laughing. You guys had some choice reactions. We had long forgotten about anything relating to monsters or demons. We had few spellcasters and no means to counter them. Monsters destroyed my homeland.
We had Cyrus Windsor.
Cyrus was a monster.
Cyrus Windsor died in the first attack. Oh.
He looks over to Ara and he just says, "I'm sorry, but you have no country to return to. Our homeland is a graveyard. If you've forgotten all about it, then you should count that as a blessing."
Holy shit.
What the fuck? Metal. I don't understand the plot.
What monsters destroyed your homeland? Can you please elaborate?
It was more than one, but there was one monster above all that we could not defeat. I don't know if it has a name in your country.
It didn't have any name in ours.
No, it was not that.
Nah, that's a shame.
And is this monster hiding in the pits below us, or no? Is this a different monster?
In the pits below us, I don't know, but it's certainly still alive. We were never able to defeat it.
Could be in the pits below.
Could you please elaborate on what that is?
Yeah, I can give you guys a picture.
Boggers.
Sends a picture of Vecna.
Sends a picture of Theo.
Just annihilate the timeline.
Timeline.
I'm afraid of nothing but that thing. It scares me.
So he gives you guys a description of the following creature.
Uh-oh.
No, Corey's gone.
Oh my god!
Wait,
Sadro.
We lost somebody.
Sadro, you son of a...
Is that a Tarrasque?
Unicorn.
Oh
yeah,
it's a Tarrasque.
That's a
Tarrasque,
goddamn Tarrasque.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a Tarrasque. What's their AC again?
Well, okay, they're straight up just unkillable. If we don't have Dream, you can't.
Don't they have like a -5 AC?
No, okay, the meme is once you kill it, you have to dream it dead, or else it just respawns.
What?
Yep.
How are we supposed to do that if we can't dream in pictures?
Or wish it dead, rather.
Hope it can't swim.
Fuck you, Veronica.
Can the important question? Can the Tarrasque swim?
Probably.
It's up to the fucking first. Can the tar? It's the first question. Can
no
the
way.
Tarrasque swim?
Wait, what?
True. And where did the fucking Tarrasque come from? I'm not there.
Well, yeah, do you know where these demons came from, or anything about them, or just one day your village was destroyed or something?
Where they came from, no, we're not sure. We had cut off contact with the civilizations around us, so whatever they knew, we did not know. One day, the Tarrasque just appeared on our shore.
That's neat. That's cool.
Okay, yeah.
That's incredible.
Well,
wait? It appeared on the shore.
Yeah.
Wait,
That settles that.
Fuck, it can swim.
Is it coming here?
This is supposed to be the low magic timeline.
Is it, John?
It's supposed to be.
Yes.
Your poor timeline, John. You have no idea.
Do I have them switched?
Well, What?
Did Siobhan rise in the low magic timeline?
What?
Is this the high
Sandro, I
magic
ask
timeline?
him, is it
Yeah.
coming here?
I don't know where it's going.
Thanks.
Helpful. Okay. Amazing.
Kill me.
Well, I'm glad we've learned that.
If it's still alive, then fortunately it's halfway across the world.
Swimming here, potentially.
Wait.
Well-
have you guys seen the RPG stack?
Let's plan and
exchange?
kill some elves.
Will this?
Taros, the map that John just showed, right, is the setting we played in high school. And so what John is saying is that, actually, it turns out you guys are there. And what he's suggesting is that the city that the villain occupied in our last game, Vecna, his city, he was built like on a giant mine for this red. The party then just called it red powder, which was like harvested from these monsters that lived underground.
Tarrasque, as we now know.
From this giant monster living underground, they were harvesting it from it. They had these big mines. So the party is suggesting that that's this city, like that they're in that city, like very far into the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to comment if that's completely fucking cockbrained or if the party's just pulled a million IQ play.
It seems very, very
Absolutely million
intentional. It
IQ.
seems very intentional.
I don't know.
The shape of the island is very
Was
similar.
that a good explanation? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, tunnel time.
Tunnel time.
Tunnel time.
Tunnel time.
Tunnel time. Come
Tunnel
on,
time.
baby friends.
Okay, well, people were seeming kind of out of it. Do we want to do the big dungeon crawl next time? If you guys want to go into the tunnels?
Yeah.
That might-
Next time.
yeah.
Do we want to try
Okay.
to get to the tunnels first?
Yeah,
know.
but
I'm
it
indifferent.
won't be that hard. Marcus can show you where they are, and he'll.
Easy.
How
Oh
far in
my
the future, though,
God.
or the past?
It wouldn't make sense. The city's already burnt, Sandra. What are you talking about?
I'm just fucking with you guys.
This is not okay.
I'm not even sure at this point that it is. I feel like I'm so fucking skeptical.
Like,
How you
how?
feel?
I don't even understand. It would have to, like, go to the equator? Like, how did it just not become ice? I don't understand.
Global warming?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Global warming.
Global warming.
He did create a
I
whole
think
bunch of
that could
machines
be
and
an
start melting all the
explanation.
ice near Jenna. Remember that?
That was the thing they were doing. They were melting all the ice.
Oh
the
God!
land.
No,
That's
it's the
Wait, but we
tower-
nuked the
No,
thing. We knew
the
where they were
Tower
doing
of
that, did we
Ascension
not?
is right where it would be right where Vecna found Ishavan for the first time. It'd be
No!
right there. It would be right there. The maps would line up perfectly.
No, you gotta be shitting me.
No,
You
yeah.
can't. No. Sandra, why?
This is cringe.
This culture has just defined north, south, east, and west differently.
Have they?
I'm pretty sure that the continent has just drifted.
Yeah.
Then how fucking far into the past is this? Like, if okay,
Like in
well,
100 million years.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way that the island, the Jenna remains not covered. Right? There's just no fucking way,
Oh God.
dude. Like
what do you mean
culture,
covered?
like foundations from like 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago are just completely covered because of sedimentary shift. There's absolutely no way that if a continent can actually shift during
Yeah.
that time frame, that Jenna would be uncovered. No. I'm pushing back on this.
Oh, I see what you're
Right, he's saying
There's
if it would,
no way.
because like continental drift would take like hundreds of millions of years, but it would only take a few thousand years for the city to be totally buried.
Yeah.
Mm,
Right. So unless
good.
unless there's something wildly different, which it doesn't look like there is, there's just no way. And I'm pushing back on this.
Good. So we're just 20 years in the future. Sandra, was there a meteor shower a few nights ago?
There's no. It's not.
Yeah. Any blue stars in the sky?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Cringe.
Absolutely cringe.
Some crazy shit.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys do want to go into the tunnels, I guess we'll call the session here and we'll do the dungeon crawl next time. I feel
Okay.
like
Okay.
is what we should.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We'll have you.